Hi, Freaky here. Today I'm going to be bringing a map build tutorial on one of my favorite maps, the Forgotten City. I know that West server doesn't really have many tutorials and guides for new players, so I'm hoping this tutorial series can help everyone improve. The only tips from West I could find were from Roll. So go fast, cross the finish line first, don't hit the wall.
Bruh.
So yeah, I'll start off by showing my best run, then I'll try my best to give tips and tricks. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. The start of the map is very standard. You're going to want to do 2 cut drifts to gain 1 nitro. It's important that you start your first cut drift towards the left, as this will position yourself well to execute an S charge right before the first load. Notice after the first cut drift, I tap out all my blue mini boosts to extend my nitro duration. I like to take the next U-turn by performing a single cut charge. This requires a bit of drag extension in order to drift around this U-turn in one continuous motion. This turn is very wide, so you want to make sure you start your drag on the outer side of the road. Alternatively, you can perform 2 cut charges. This would leave you with 1 extra nitro in your tank. While both builds get you around the U-turn at the same time, I prefer the single cut charge method, as there is less room for error and a double cut charge would not be necessary in team speed. For the next U-turn, you want to perform a double drift followed by a cut charge. I like to start this U-turn as soon as I exit the slope. For this outside section, since I only have 1 nitro, I have to perform a cut charge to get around the curve. This can be tricky at first if you try to stay too close to the wall, as there is a protruding fence. I like to start with a light drag once you hit dirt, and drag extend only before the drag is about to break. This allows me to cut charge quickly while staying close to the wall the entire way. If you start your build with a double cut charge on the first U-turn, you can perform a 1 drift throughout this outside section like so. For the next section, you need to charge 1 nitro, then immediately drift right before exiting the ramp. While in the air, you should use nitro and perform a landing drift to quickly charge another nitro. The next turns are almost identical, but in opposite directions. Make sure to start a right drag as soon as you land, then immediately drag left before exiting the ramp. Continue to extend your drag by holding down the left direction key. Then straighten out your kart and immediately drag to the right. On this corner, you can save a lot of time by double drifting and lining yourself up well to take this tunnel. I like to start my drift just a bit after you're passing the shadow on the ground. Then I'll hold my right direction key down for a bit, double drift, and straighten out before entering the tunnel. Notice that the blue frame on the tunnel exit doesn't actually have a hitbox, so you can slide right through without losing any speed. If you do end up positioning yourself poorly, however, you can always perform a short drift on the tunnel exit to avoid the wall. For the next curve, you want to start a drag, double drift, then cut charge. Notice how I'm tapping my left direction key to stay close to the wall. On this last corner, I double drift, and on the first lap, instead of straightening out at the top of the ramp, I let my drag continue, so when I land, I can perform a landing drift followed by an S charge to quickly build up 2 nitros for the straight. 2 nitros in tank, I can just go straight and copy my build from the first lap. I hope this video was helpful. If you enjoyed this tutorial, make sure to leave a like and subscribe. Let me know what map you want to see in the comments below.